friends, it's Nancy, and it's Sunday afternoon, the 17th of February, and I have finished my Tracie Fox Tumbledown journal, and I am really happy with it. It made me a little more comfortable with layering things and mixing things up, so I'll give you a quick flip through. And I'm using the tactic of putting tape down so I stay in frame. So the first thing I want to show here is mine differs from the class sample. Instead of using burlap, I've just gone with some netting, some gauzy material, some lace, and I added this little bulb pin with a little pearl in a cage on there, and here's a, well, you know what that is, it's book plate. So the closure is seam binding that I'm going to work to untie. And for the inside, and there's lots of threads, threads, covered in threads. For the inside of the journal, I used an embroidered dresser scarf, and for the outside, I used this upholstery fabric. So I made a little pocket out of some more of the dresser scarf, and inside I've made, I should show you, I added this little pin here that has little crystal. It's probably not really a crystal, but it's a little purple jewel. And inside I've got some ephemera that I made. So this was a bookmark. I just added some coffee dyed paper, inked it up, stitched it. This is an old receipt, and this is a journal card from the downloads that comes with the class. And here I put a little bulb pin that has a heart, and in the heart it looks like it's a pressed flower. I don't know if that's coming in or not because I'm sitting down. And turn the page. There's a little pocket here where I've layered up a little bit of crochet, and inside I've got a receipt, bridge tally, and another journal card. And this is a pocket made out of Tim Holtz paper, and the T card is a downloadable that comes with the class. So this is an order form from an old Simpson Sears catalog. I made this little booklet out of an envelope. So I just stitched in, I tore the envelope up into pieces and stitched in parts of the envelope, and then just clipped it here on the side. And this is just a little charm with a leaf on it. Sorry, a little paper clip with a leaf charm on it. Ooh. I'm covered in ink because I've been inking everything. I just put, I thought this page looked a little plain, so I put an extra T card that came with the downloadables. Dictionary page, ledger. I picked the ledger because I thought the pale green kind of went with the fabric outside. These quotes came with the downloadables. There's a this in the actual lecture. The tabs were made with lace and burlap, but I used sort of this net stuff, gauzy stuff, and coffee dyed muslin. So here is another pocket. I made this from an actual piece of ephemera, and it's for the Garden Magic book that I actually just bought yesterday in a thrift haul that you maybe saw earlier. This is a vintage index card and a journal card that came with the kit. Another dictionary page. There's a little pocket. I've got some cheesecloth there and a little tea card. This is one of the tags that comes with the kit. I had a little oops with some glue, so I wrapped around a piece of vintage book paper, layered up some stuff there. How would you know it was an oops? Music paper, book page. This is a little envelope, little coin envelope, and I just the instructions to make this are in the lecture. I just put the top over and I made this little paper clip with some soft netting on the top. This is a magazine page that came out of an old, I want to say 1930s magazine. And this is some actual ephemera that came with a pack of cards. I just added some doilies, some netting. This is an old receipt. I just layered it onto coffee dyed paper and stitched around it. This is some coffee dyed graph paper, another book page. This is a pocket made out of Tim Holtz paper. This is a tag that came as part of the kits. This is one of the quotes. I just layered on some thin material. And I added some, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, some kind of fiber. And I made these two little tags that came with the downloadable, and I just glued it onto some ledger paper and glued on these little muslin tabs. This is a stamp that I inked up, layered onto ledger paper, and I just tucked the tags in there. There's a black bead and sort of this coin looking thing, metal coin thing. I just put that on a paper clip. And here's the envelope that's stitched into the center of the signature. And I don't have anything in the little pouch. And this is the little paper clip, altered paper clip that Tracie shows us how to make. Of course, mine is a little bit different. This is some old crocheted lace, book page, graph paper, coffee dyed paper. This was another oops. So I just layered on a ticket from the kit, some piece of doily, that crochet doily, and this is a little piece of an image from a book that I had in my little box of goodies there. This is another pocket from Tim Holtz page. I just tucked in this tag that came as part of the downloadables with the tea card, layered it on top of book page, and inside is a tag that Tracie talked us through creating. And I've also got this other piece of ephemera. I adhered it to coffee dyed paper, inked it up, and just stuck it in the pocket. So that could be used for journaling. Ruffle and some crocheted lace, book page, music page. This is another pocket That's a tag from the downloadables as well as the pocket. And these little pieces of ephemera. This is just ruffled pattern tissue. I just kind of stuck these tags in there. A little quote. Lots of places to write in this one. I might go back in and load in some more ephemera, or I might not. And this is the back of the order form, Simpson Sears order form. And the final page, you can see the back of the dresser scarf, the embroidered dresser scarf. And in here, this is some paper bag layered up with printable and a stamp. This is the cover fabric on top of some crocheted lace. And I just made this tag. This is actually a shipping tag. To cover up the address, I just added one of Tracie's T cards. And I didn't glue this all the way down. I made this so you flip it out. This is 1961. So this was shipped, well, over 50 years ago. And I thought that was neat. And I have a coupon. I glued it to coffee dyed paper and inked it up and stitched on some muslin at the top. This came from an old 1960s Reader's Digest, and a journal card from the kit. And that is my journal. So I'm really excited to see other people's journals and what they came up with. I enjoyed taking this Teachables course, and I would certainly recommend it to anyone who's interested in you know, trying something a little different. I found it really easy to follow along. I would just stop the video when I needed to catch up. Yeah, the instructions were good for me. So I hope if you have the chance, you will enroll in Tracie's class and give it a try. I think it was a great first effort, Tracie, and I'm looking forward to doing more Teachables classes with you. Thanks so much, folks. Talk to you again soon.